Howdy. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is a happy Monday, isn't it? I think so. Checking mic levels. We're doing good. Let's see. Get this up a little bit. Wah, wah. Wah. Okay, cool. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. So far, it's good. A little early to tell. Just got here. Hope everyone had a good weekend. We had a good weekend. Got lots of yard stuff done. Got plants in the ground. Vegetables. Life was good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Back on Octavia's. Right now we're focusing on our vials here. Vials. It'll be fun. Yeah. It is morning. I'm still on coffee patrol. Okay. So yeah, these guys. Moving the camera, make everyone see so. Get your Dramamine. Hey, Painty. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, getting there. Thank you. That one, that reflection should curve though. But I don't know if I want to change it now. It should curve around to apply the jar. But, I can maybe curve her on the bottom. I gotta add a little reflections to the bottom anyway. It's like a secondary reflection. That's the main reflection. Then the bottom over here should be lit up a little bit too. Same as like this one is. I haven't touched these two. Well, this one's got a little bit. So yeah, I just keep on with the things. It's madness. Painting clear glass that's not clear glass. It's nuts. Alright. Anyway, let me get my brain dialed in here. Literally running around doing chores this morning to get everything done in time for stream. Just made it in the nick. We gotta move into his hand. Get that all dialed up. And then I'm gonna end up putting a glow on the bottom part of his hand. Destroy everything, but I think it's gonna look real cool. I say that because I'm pretty sure the sculpt is actually meant for that. It's meant for some glow off the book onto his fingers underneath. Cool. Anyway, so that's next on the block. First, we're gonna get back down into these guys. And as my brain catches up. Doing a bunch of prints for our friend Laden Roses. Printing a Nico model that's really big. It's like 10 parts to this model. It's huge. And right now, we're about halfway through it. We're at part number 6 out of 10. Oh, you know what? Brush upstairs. Oh well. Yeah, I got my number 2 brush. I actually accidentally got crud in the bristle, so did a super clean on it. Got its point back, and then I've been soaking it in air conditioner. That should finish it up. Give it a nice subtle tip. Touch was down here painting yesterday at all, so let's get some more water. Another week worth of work. Oh yeah, been working on Etsy, our website. About ready to let people know the address to it. I think probably today. Just trying to sell a bunch of the older models that I've got, and Beagle open the doors to commission painting. So let's see what happens. We're gonna try to go with this. We'll see. Kentucky market. Find out how he goes. There you are. The other corner row. Let's get some over here too. It's us, Rentus. Good evening, morning, whatever it is to you. I think it's or afternoon, right? Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm working on focusing on the vials right now, trying to get these reflections worked out so they don't look. Yep. Very cool. lot of back and forth on this glass. I do not like where this camera is at. Keep bumping the forehead on it. Sorry. Is it? Yeah. That crack. Actually, I made a new sound file. I guess it's a little bumping. It was a little loud. I'm hearing it in my head. I can actually hear it today. That's nice. It's way loud. Oh God, where to start? Left it. I was working on the green guy, so let's get over here. The hat's just based. It had the initial airbrushing on it. It actually goes this way. So yeah, it's just got the initial base coat, some shadows sprayed in. So, yep. We're gonna do that separate as well. But I want to get the, might just leave it like that. Put half a brain right here so it looks like his skull's exposed. Morning thoughts. But yeah, I gotta make sure all this inside bit's done first before I start closing him off more. Because I want to get this book, showing you earlier before you got in. So his book goes here, but I'm gonna make the bottom of his hand glow. So like the page is illuminating his hand. But I need to finish getting all the base coats on there like it would be normal, and then add the glow after the fact. So that's got to get done before, obviously, before I put this on, which means this has to get, so it's like these, then the hand, then this. It's hat up right. Do that. Maybe not. I might get tired of looking at him without a hat. Dig around with him and the owl anymore, or at least not extensively. So all the busy work in here is finished, so I can get the hat on. No, he's resin. It's solid resin. But maybe yeah. This is the first bust I've done, so it's pretty fun. I like busts. I think they're one of my new favorite things to paint because it's only half the model. So how cool is that? You could be really lazy and just get a bust, paint the front, don't paint the back of it. No, I haven't painted metal models since the 80s. But tester paint, metal models, those are good times. Yeah, that's kind of just, these display pieces take forever. Yeah, they are. I don't know. Black Crow makes good models. We were talking yesterday. We had our group stream, our stream stay in frame crew, and we were talking about that. There was like I forgot what I was saying already. Focusing on my paint. Oh well. Come back. Actually, clean him up. Not like these either. Just a little more. Let's see. Keep looking. All right, back over here. Curvature at the top of the jars. I don't want to do those totally in white. So like the parts up here where it curves, that one's okay. Yeah, so if I'm just sitting here staring at the model, that's exactly what I'm doing. To see the light. Take this off. Good. Too cautious, take too much of the paint off. That's, yeah, I put together like a, so I use like epidemic sounds. I make these playlists. So I went with, this is like a fantasy classical collection playlist, basically. It does sound like video game music. I haven't actually heard this yet, so I don't know Ori though. I haven't played many games. I wish. I've been playing Baldur's Gate and Diablo, but I get too immersed, and that's all I'll do. Like my son Dylan was telling me about this newer game called Clair Obscur. It is gorgeous. I did see somebody streaming it. But stuff like that, I start playing a really immersive game, and that's all I'll do. I become very obsessive. And I'm trying to paint anyway, so there you go. Alright, so we got that reflection. Turn it around. I'm getting a reflection from the back, but that should makes the jar look crooked. That's not gonna work. Yeah, Obscure 33, yeah. Ori 1 and 2 is beautiful background music. May have listen when you get a chance. Yeah, I will, thanks. Yeah, that's kind of cool. People playing Obscure. Yeah, I'm seeing more for sure. And it's like he was a pretty avid gamer. He's like, yeah. But he's really in love with this game. He said I don't remember the history of it, but it's actually like the developers from one game that everybody knows. I forgot. That Claire was like a side project that they did, and it turned out being extra super cool. But I saw that the graphics were gorgeous. Any of the action animations, all that stuff, pretty cool. Try and straighten these lines up because this is a straight tube. It's not curved in the way I drew these. Makes it look like it's bent. Like this. Still have to touch up the caps and all that as well. Yeah, the leather still. Yeah, it does. It does. It sounds like a motion picture soundtrack. It's hard picking music that's innocuous enough that it's still interesting, but doesn't want to pull my attention away. So I don't listen to stuff with lyrics or any music that I would listen to normally off stream because I want to pay attention to it. Same when I'm working. I like kind of ambient stuff so it doesn't draw my attention away to actually focus on the music. But this stuff's a little action-packed. Base color. Have a Blizzard game compilation and oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah, I mean, video game music's perfect soundtrack stuff for this, I think. Seems like it's pretty common to be either like classical stuff, lo-fi, or metal. It's like those are the soundtracks, or somebody's Spotify playlists. I tried hooking up Spotify. I didn't get it to work right, and I'm glad I didn't, because this music that I actually want to be listening to, which is weird. What am I doing? Oh yeah. What I want to do is reglaze our base color from our cloak on here. Kind of blend them in more. Highlights. It does. I like me some Baldur's Gate. I haven't had enough time to play it. I'm about halfway through. Oh. Anything really is everything's its own challenge. Like I've got to paint potion bottles before, so it's all trial and error. But the next model, it'll be like I've never painted that before. It's all they all provide their own challenges. But that's fun. The only problem with army painting, it's just so much of this thing. I'm gonna paint 20 guys that all have the same color robes. I'd rather spend 2 months on a model if I had a choice. But there is a cutoff point where I'm gonna get sick of looking at this guy. And part of the challenge for me at that point is how to continue doing the best I can when you want to race to the finish line because you know you're almost done. And you start rushing stuff. And that's not fun. Here today, maybe I should put the camera down a little bit. I pretty much sit at the very edge of my desk, so like if I expand out, you can see I'm like right there. That's the edge of the desk. Stay in frame, yo. Okay, they're getting there. Just making sure these reflections don't look stupid. The thing is, you're gonna undertake this, I've got to make it work, otherwise it's... A lot of this stuff I'm finding working with this glass, it's really subtle moves. Do you ever have side projects or something? Yeah, I've got yeah, like a palette cleanser. Yeah, sure. I've actually, so Saturdays when we do our group stream with Painty Paints, like whoever else, I've started trying to do a different model. So this is my main project. Last Saturday I finished my space duck. This next Saturday, I think. So I got this guy printed and got a zenithal and still, but so I'll probably work on him Saturday. He is a free ghoul scoundrel from Loot Studios. I know, right? An actual miniature. I've actually got a whole bunch of these. I just stuck on these bigger models. But yeah, we should be able to knock him out pretty good. Ooh, like sticks? Okay. I don't know. I'm totally open. I haven't even looked at him yet. Honestly. I used him as a test print because we had to do a full cleaning on our printer. So he was my test. It's gonna work. The fun part about printing the STLs is like if I'd have realized he was this small, I actually probably would have kicked it up about 2 or 3 centimeters. Just to make it a little bit bigger, but I do need to start getting some actual tabletop size minis. I keep thinking that that's a sprue, but it's actually a finger. Good thing I didn't cut it off the right way. But yeah, so oh, there's one. So I need to print up just a bunch more tabletop size stuff. Because yeah, those are good for palette cleansers. Just kind of breaking things up. Yeah, because you do start the same model for, I mean, I'll be on this guy for 6 weeks, easy. And I paint off stream some, so it depends on the day. Yeah, he'll be kind of cool. Little tiny, knock him out quick. I love the magic where you get to the place where you can't see any details, and then as soon as you get paint on him or zenithal on him, then all of a sudden all the details. Anyway, so yeah, he's a side thing. I've got another one I want to work on too that I might just start picking at. It's hard because my focus, it's like, I don't know if it's ADHD or OCD or what, but if I'm focusing on a specific thing, then that's like all I'm obsessed with. And it's hard to go, okay, now I need to be that obsessed with this model too. And so it's tricky. But I've got her that I want to paint too. Which is funny because Brushmaster just posted a bunch of pictures of his version of this model. But he only did her as a bust. He actually took this model and then he cut her off at the waist. And did it as a bust. But I had started painting her and then I dropped it and I broke her ear off. I broke an ear off here, so I cut that one off. So I figure if I can sand those up, make it look like she never had ears, then it'll be okay. This broke off too, but I was able to glue it back on and you cannot see it. And then we've got this whole thing going on here. So this will be fun too. I pick at this. Yeah, this is the poisonous hag through flag miniatures. So that'll be fun. There's a bunch of OSL action that'll go on here. So. Because she's got the glow from the potion, and then the flames from the fire legs. My original idea was to put a backdrop behind it with the moon. You can see it here. Wait, yeah. So she'd have the moon behind her on a backdrop, and then so that would also be illuminating a little bit back over here. So I've got plans. Yeah, so that's another one to poke away. Plus, really cool. I've got tons of these little guys. I've got bunches of the 32 mils. We got a lot of these dudes to do up still too. Here's this is a rogue. Got a bunch of little dudes. Oh, where'd it go? There's little dude. There he is. Yeah, so these are 28. He might be 32. The little ones are fun. They're just way different. You don't have as much surface. You can't be as creative. There's not as much room to work in. Bigger models, but again, they take forever. I mean, at least the way I do them takes forever. Fast. Okay, so let's see where we at. Finding the glow on this, that's pretty good. The red looks a little messy right here. Yeah, so really it's just a whole lot of back and forth on these things until you get it where it looks kind of believable. I mean, from far away, it's like, oh, that's really cool. But then if you're actually looking at it, and not with magnifiers, just literally holding it up with your eyeballs, that looks better because it's a sharper line. That's what's different. Okay. So sharpening the edges of these, that seemed to help a lot. All right. Just keep putzing with it. But yeah, commission stuff, I mean, you can knock that out pretty quick. Units and armies and stuff. I mean, they take time just because they take time, but the painting process, you whiz through it pretty quick if you've got good brush control. Like when I was restarting out, my brush control was so bad. I spent half the time fixing stuff that I was screwing up. It was what I was doing. There's a lot less of that now, so that's yeah, see, just bringing that line all the way down makes a difference. Connecting it to the reflection below. Back reflections on these would not be as bright. Still do need to see them. Yeah. How big do they get when they cease being miniatures? It's like this one model I'm printing up for Bladen. That's like over a foot tall. I mean, how is that still a mini? Then they're just models, right? Which is also fine. Oof. Yeah, it's huge, dude. It's like I tried to print it. There's like 10 parts to the STLs, and there was one that's like the full model. It won't even fit my printer, it's so big. Like, nope. That's like Airbrush City all day. And I did airbrush this guy too, though. I airbrushed his base coats and then the main shadow values. That was airbrushed. All in the back. It's like the whole idea is to get the light to focus in this whole area here. So anything from here up, the rest of it, not so much. But the jars are key. So I will spend extra time. Okay, this music's weird. uh, hmm. Yeah, it's pretty much just what I want to paint. I'll see stuff like, oh, that looks like fun. Depends on like if the shapes that are on the mini. Different things to paint. Like beards are fun. This was a cool face because it has a lot of the sculpt actually has a lot going on. Yeah, so it's kind of like what, and this is fun. These are fun. So it's things you want to paint basically. Since I'm not painting for games, so I don't have to worry about what. Um, Slapping together something for a tabletop game, for example. Forgot what I was saying. I forget what I say a lot. But yeah, it's pretty much just what I want to paint. Yes, that's a good question. I guess it's down to like the actual sculpt. The problem I have with a lot of the game workshop stuff, and there's thousands of STLs and thousands of amazing sculptors, and I don't feel the need to spend 40, 50, 60, 80 bucks for a GW model when I can get something like this and print it myself, and it costs like 10 bucks plus whatever the resin was. It's a little close. There's just so many options, and the GW stuff, that's what I was going to say, is not just price, but I mean, they have a lot of amazing sculpts for sure. I just think it's extortionate. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I'm not having to paint my kill team, And I would. And I'll paint your kill team. I'll paint somebody's, but I won't paint one for me. But a lot of the GW stuff, it almost has details just for the sake of details. And details, I think, are really important, and I think that's awesome. But I think just gratuitous bits and knobs and things just for the sake of that, I don't get off on painting that. Details just for the sake of details. Like, how many beads do you need to paint? I want to see the whole thing as a composition. It'd be like, this is enough, but he could, if this was a GW version, he would have bracelets all over the place. The owl would have a crown with jewels in it. This guy's hat would be bedazzled with whatever else. There would be crap all over it, and it's, I think it makes the noisy king owl, yeah. I think it makes it noisy. You got too many details. Can't see the actual thing. But that being said, GW has they do have a lot of good models, for sure. But yeah, I'll just browse around typically, see what I feel like painting. Actually, it's like part of the judgment call is, what do you want to spend all this time, what are you willing to spend this big chunk of your life out of painting? Because it's not like, oh, I just want to pick this model out, it's really cool, and I'll be done with it in a week. Like, so what am I going to spend time out of my life to paint? Plus, I get like decision paralysis when I start browsing for STLs and stuff. It's really hard to pick stuff because there's so many choices. course, it means also that I never get to enter Golden Demon. And that's fine. I don't care. So one thing I like about Nova, it's an open competition. That's right. I mean, but you're actually a gamer though, Cernatus. You're playing the stuff that you're painting. I got messy. Back and forth, back and forth, round and round. I really like making the minis pretty too. Yeah, I think we all take too long on models. Unless you're an absolute speed painter where you're just blasting through with contrast paints or something. Everybody wants their stuff to look good. So we have a pride. There's you know, there's the satisfaction of a job well done. That you know you did your best. You learned something. At least I learned something with everything I'm painting. It's all different. It's like there is some kind of consideration for how to paint, you know, to get to that place where you're at a balance of being able to see and therefore paint quickly, to see your vision, be able to sketch the stuff out, paint quickly, but also quality. It's that balance of speed. Because you see a lot of these guys, you know, the top pro guys, they're painting pretty quick, but it's just tons of experience and they know where they're going when they look at a model pretty much. Once they get an idea, it's like, oh, okay, I see what this is going to look like. I've painted so many things that are similar to this that I can quickly get to a space or a state where it's looking like I think it should. Stupid hairs just keep creeping up my palette. That's bizarre. Yeah, so you know, Okay. Yeah, it's hard to sometimes be able to say, okay, this is done. Part of my brain just wants to keep playing with it. And it's like, just stop, you know, when you finish something, stop. And I've still got 2 months before the contest, so I've got plenty of time to look at this shit and go, yeah, let's repaint the whole thing, because I don't like it. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, and now his road's going to be green. So who knows? We'll see what happens in the next couple of months. Actually, it's, yeah, a couple months. It's the end of August. I've got another bust to do, too. I've got this other guy. This dude. He'll be fun. He's going to be all about the metal, yo. I mean, these sculpts are just, I like the realistic-y kind of sculpts. I'm not big into the cartoon style. He's also comes with a bald head, so I could put a different head on him or a different pommel and hands. It's got different setups, but I was going to enter this, but my NMM skills are not competition strong. It's not going to do him up. He'll be the next big one. Tackle it. I've had this bus. Oh, the same one? Or you've got another one? But you've been intimidated. Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good sculpt. $32. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of gratuitous stuff. His face is carved realistically. You know, it all looks pretty realistic. Yeah, that'll be fun though. Yeah, I just do one piece at a time. It's a good face. I like his eyes. Did that. But yeah, you get to practice some metal. It looks like it's all metal. Ah. Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, you can't hurt anything. I get the intimidation factor, but really it's just paint. And it's just us sitting here with paint. So you could paint the whole thing purple if you've had it for 2+ years. Oh my god. Paint the damn thing already. Yeah, just get in it. Let's say like one day, you know, like I get up this morning once I finally woke up, it's like, okay, I am gonna focus right here on this today. That's all we're doing is this area. And then another day it'll be like, okay, I gotta deal with these scrolls. So I'll just focus on that. So I mean, if you take that, it's like, okay, start with his face. Just paint a face. You know, once it starts, at least for me, once I get something on the model that starts looking like something, then it's more inspiring to like, oh, okay. And then it starts revealing itself as you're painting it. I mean, I don't plan out like these paint schemes or anything. The only thing I did on here was just pick this dark burgundy color. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go from there. That'll be his main robe. Then what's the shadow of that gonna be? Okay, then that dictates what color should these be. And then I kind of put it together that way. I don't just map the whole thing out first. And I know people that do, and I tried to. I actually bought what was it? I bought a tablet, like a little drawing graphic tablet, because I had this idea that I was gonna, you know, take a picture of the naked model and then bring it in there and try out color schemes on it. And I haven't done it yet. I like the idea of it, but I don't know. Not typical process of this. Kind of just do what I do. Okay, so right now, with the corks, we've got these little lips of the bottles. And with the gray, because the gray looks white. So we have to go white till we get to the absolute spec color. So these, I need to get back to gray. But it looks white, right? It's not, it's gray. It's just very light gray. Oh god, I'm shaky. More copy, please. That helps. It's out a little bit. Favorite painters that Eric Swinson says. Just painting light. All we're doing is painting light. Kind of changed my perspective on stuff, actually. Took a lot of the pressure off when you realize that all we're doing is painting light. Spend 3 hours painting a boot. Who else does that? I'll spend 2 hours painting a jar. Really? Life choices. And it's, yeah, see, I screwed that up. It's touching it up as we go to. This. Lighten up the front of the corks here is what I'm doing. Touch up rims again. Yeah, so you should paint it. Be fearless. Yeah, right? It is a simple solution. Just paint it. Unless it's more fun fighting with it in your head. It's living in your head rent free. Yeah, right. That's funny. I used to live by Nike headquarters. I actually grew up in Beaverton, Oregon, where Nike is located at. I used to be able to see the CEO's helicopter when he used to fly into work. Just because I have a helicopter pad there. It's a good old Nike attitude. Just do it. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. You can always repaint it. You can't get hurt. No one will get hurt in the process. Hurt painting of this model. Repainting is one of those. Oh yeah, well, yeah, fear. I get it. Painting is one of those things. I hate it. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I mean, I don't know. The way I paint, though, it's like I'll have painted this model twice by the time he's done. Just from going over certain things. It's not like I'm going to go and decide to paint the owl blue, but I may re-go over the wing again to be like painting it again. I have to clean up the darkness in here. There's lots of little stuff all the time. Oh, you just paint another model and they'll come back to it. Oh, dude. Yeah. So you're like defeat yourself in that moment. If the paint job went south, you make it mean something about yourself. Therefore, you stop that and then move on to another model. Yeah, I got you. Now, I tell you, I mean, it's not going to help, maybe, but yeah, this isn't personal. It doesn't mean anything about you. I mean, my skill level is whatever it is. I've literally only been painting for a little over 2 years when I got back into it. I painted a lot when I was younger, so I was familiar with it, but when I got back into it, it's just been, I just keep painting, and it gets better, you know. I just judge, I used to beat myself up because you see all these amazing painters, and then realize that, nah, I'm just judging my stuff. He even got an earring. He, I just judge myself against myself now. Like, this is better than the last model I painted. Why? Because now I know how to do this or that or that, or I see this differently than I did before. You know. Yeah, comparison is the thief of joy. That's so true, especially in this hobby. I've actually seen that quote in this community a lot, and that's because it comes up for us a lot. Because we're comparing ourselves to YouTube. And it's like, dude, these people have been painting for decades. Some of them came from actual painting backgrounds. I mean, I'm not, like, my wife's way more of a painter than I am. I didn't come from a painting background. I came from playing music. And we didn't back in the day when I was a kid. Yeah, we didn't have YouTube or any of that shit. The only way you knew how to paint, how anything should be painted, was either from the books or box art or White Dwarf magazine. Now somebody just opens up YouTube and it's like you can see the best of the best showing you how to do what they do. You know, we've never had that before. So that's why I think the skill levels, the competition levels, everything has just grown exponentially because we're all expecting to be like, you know, the best of the best. And these guys, like I said, came from already traditional painting backgrounds and stuff. So they already knew how to work with volumes and lights and color theory. And they're coming at it from a classical standpoint. For us, we're just like, I just want to paint fucking minis. I just want to make this look good. And then we figure out how to do that. But once I got into it, or Bob Ross, yeah, right. It's just a happy little accident. We just paint this little fleck here, and maybe this one here. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks for my TED Talk. I'm done talking now. I remember watching Bob Ross. Yeah, I thought he was pretty cool. Oh, yeah, so like just little subtle stuff. Like, I know now that I'm looking at this one jar against the cloak, my brain goes, there's no shadow under that cloak. Or under that jar. I'm looking here, this should be shadowed right where this jar is because there's no light getting to it. So I'll just add a little shadow while I'm thinking about it. Like, where would it naturally cast shadows? What would be lit up? Yeah, let's paint that. Oops. That's what I mean. Repainting my get off. Light green. Okay, we got some Celtic vibe going. That's cool. Real pale green. Even lighter. White. ultra pale yellows. Looking at the edges, the base color of our green. Let's glaze it in. Pull it out over the edges, over the top, just to keep it kind of blended together. Pretty damn bright. Maybe it will be bright. Pretty damn bright. If that's gonna be that bright, which is fine, this needs to be done. Okay, okay. A little cheap right there. So we can bring it in a little more. They're on here. Hey. Ross. I love some Bob Ross. I used to watch Bob Ross growing up. Jesus, I actually like his style. He uses wet. Everything's wet. Kind of what we're doing, a little bit. Well, the other thing too is that I don't have a ton of space here in the studio to have too big of a backlog. So my pile of shame is not really so bad. Only because I governor it. If it doesn't fit on top of my cabinets over here, then it doesn't get to be saved. A lot of it's pushing the highlights as far as you can without it looking ridiculous. Because I know too that I'm going to matte varnish this guy. This matte varnish is my favorite. And this AK matte varnish is the shit. But it will matte the fuck out of this stuff. So any highlights I kind of exaggerate, and then once I get the varnish on, it's going to dumb down a lot of the highest highlights. I typically have to go back through and just touch stuff. Ultra matte, you know it. You know it, dog.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it is. It is good stuff. I don't know, a lot of people, there's different schools of thought. A lot of people don't varnish stuff, a lot of people do. I do, just because I like the way it kind of ties, it gives a uniformity to everything. But some people don't. Like, I could varnish these. I was thinking about it. I could actually do, like, I would do the glass in gloss varnish. But I don't know if I want to do that because I'm creating the reflections on this. And if I add glass varnish, if I add gloss varnish, then it's going to add its own reflections and shit, which could be confusing because this is designed to be looked at from this perspective. So that's why the reflections are where they are. But if I turn this around and look at it, the reflections aren't going to change based on the position of the model, but they would if I gloss varnish that glass. Then it's also going to provide the gloss reflections. Not sure if that's what I want to do. Maybe. Not sure yet. Problem is if I gloss varnish and don't like it, I guess I can go back over and matte varnish it. I can't really break anything. Could try one and see what it looks like. But I don't tend to typically mix varnishes, not always. For this I'm gonna go with, that might be a reason to use some gloss. Or on his eyeballs here, I don't mind glossing the allies. That might be cool. Yeah. Maybe even midway and satin it. Yeah, there you go. I've got some satin here. Yeah, that actually might be a good option. Start off with a set, see if that gives us the effect we want. It might be enough. It doesn't have to be like super glossy reflective. Some kind of sheen to help sell the glass effect. That's the key. I was trying to make these look like glass instead of resin painted burgundy with colors on it. I did get there. We still got to do this last one, but it's all good. Making good progress. It's just so fun. And the whole streaming aspect was a whole different angle. Enough to just paint stuff. Then we want to share it with people and paint in public. And that's a whole different personal challenge, right? It's easy for me to spend hours sitting here by myself just listening to tunes and painting. But sharing it with people and engaging in the community through streaming and meeting all you awesome folks, it's a whole different aspect to it. It makes it really cool. It just expands stuff so much. I do like his reps. Reps are pretty good. Still should probably be a bit brighter towards his beard here, but I'll tweak that later. That'll be in the absolute refinement stage. We're just poking paint at things. Right now, it's like I work big and then down, and down into details. So this green one is coming out pretty good. So I'm going to retouch these lips, and then I think we'll take a break. Got to get the stupid ads in somehow. I don't know why they make us run them. I don't want light. The only problem, that's one challenge, is trying to talk stream of consciousness into the void, and then I get distracted. I can't talk and paint at the same time, apparently. I get what? Woodlet? Feel like I'm a bad streamer. Yeah. Oh, boring. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, quiet. Yeah, same here. I mean, I get in the zone. I just, all right, if you're here or not, whatever. If you need me, you know where I'm at. Just ping me. I get really focused and stuff. Yeah, I gotta clean this guy up. I've totally aced it. Yeah, it's tricky, right? I mean, like, the ads don't pay. I was watching HC Miniatures, and he was telling somebody that. It's like, yeah, you don't make any money off the advertisements here unless you've got thousands of followers and subscribers. Little tiny small-time streamers, we don't, you know, AdSense doesn't pay shit. Yeah, I wore off the end of his finger. But stay focused. Where was I? This. I gotta clean this up. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I can be pretty quiet too. I'm kind of quiet in real life anyway. I mean, I jabber and jibber a whole lot here right now, but mainly because, you know, if anyone can learn anything from what I'm doing, I should probably vocalize it. And you don't know who's going to pick up what from what you say. So, but I'm not an educator. It's not like I have a YouTube channel with tutorials or anything, and I'm trying to teach you how to paint jars. We're just all at this together. You know, the real successful folks, you know, they're also tied into their YouTube channels. They're making clips of this stuff, pimping it out. I do find, like, YouTube, I don't even touch my YouTube stuff. I'm streaming to YouTube right now, but it's just going to save it as a VOD. And it's like for an archive, basically, because I don't. do anything with the YouTube channel because I don't have any tutorials or anything. They're just dreams. They all have like maybe 2 or 3 views. But the shorts will get hundreds of views. So that's kind of something like to drive traffic to Twitch would be to, you know, posting on the social medias without being too annoying and driving traffic back to the channel. That's just time. Again, we're back to time. What do we focus on? For this, it's got to be clean though, because it's the first thing you're seeing in the point of view. Thing is, it's like music or anything as far as perspective here, is that the second somebody looks at the model, they're going to go to the face. They're going to go where their eyes draw the attention, and it's going to happen in a split second. Like if you went into a bar and you saw a band, you're going to make a judgment call within about 10 seconds. Unfortunately, with music, it's done with your eyes first before your ears. So if you were to walk into a club, you're going to judge the band that's on that stage on the other side of the club based on what they look like first before what they sound like. So you're seeing them and then you're hearing it, and then you're making a judgment call really fast. And so that's why, like, these models, most of the energy you get to realize where the person's focus is going when they first look at this. What are they seeing? That's the stuff that's got to look good. Like, I can look through my zoomers and I can see that it's kind of chalky right there on his cheek, so I'll go back and fix that. Or this can be touched up, or so anyway, these are just kind of thought processes that I go through out loud in my head. And so something like, Vicky, come on, diabetes sucks. Get in there. I forgot about something. Anyway, sometimes I'm just talking to make noise because I don't want to be boring either. I don't want all you awesome people to leave. Just hang out with me, please. Where? And I know judges aren't going to sit here and put magnifiers on and stare at it, but I do. That's fun. I like picking out highlights and all that stuff. It's fun because it starts taking shape and it starts looking like something. Like, oh shit, this isn't bad. The trick too is making sure there's clear definition between objects. So all the objects on the model need to have good definition between things. Okay. All right, on that note, speaking of ads, I'm not making any money off of ads. Run some ads. We'll take a 10-minute intermission. So I'm not going to paint, so if you're new to the channel, we'll also be getting some fresh beverage and bio duties and loving our pets and things like that. There's going to be 3 minutes of ads running in here. We're gonna hang out. Mrs. Beagle's here with us
Hey,
on her work break. We
making
have,
the donuts.
yeah, we have all our amazing friends online.
Hi, all the amazing friends online.
And let's see, Arjun even came in to say hey. Wait, we got a doggo cam now. Haha, where is he? Oh, there's Mrs. Beagle. Oh, you're under the camera. Reach you, buddy. There you are. Ta-da! Doggo cam. Okay, that's the end of
Come
that.
here.
Anyway.
Sit.
Where is he? Oh, hold on. Whoop, there he is. Hi, Arjun. What a good boy.
Good focus.
He's a good boy.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Voice in the background, Sorrento says.
Woo-hoo.
We'll be back in 10 minutes. Take care of yourselves and yeah, we'll see you in a minute. Actually, if I set this up right, you will. I hate when it does that.
Don't hate.
I don't hate. That's right. Don't hate. I don't hate anything. Okay. Bye. Who's that baby? I see what's happening. It's fine. Okay. Who's that baby? I see what's happening. It's fine. Oh, interesting. All of a sudden my desktop audio started. What is going on? Oh, interesting. All of a sudden my desktop audio started. I didn't change anything. How weird. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Something just changed, and all of a sudden I can hear myself. It was not doing that before break. Welcome back, everybody. Hold on a second. I got something weird going on. Monitor is off. What's going on? Streamlabs. I don't even have desktop audio on. Why is it echoing? Okay, weird. Let me maybe turn the monitor off for the audio. That just changed. I didn't touch anything. Monitor off. Monitor off. Yeah, weird. Monitoring output, that's right. Sound alerts, yeah. Okay, I don't know. OBS is being bizarre. Oh well. Maybe. Hold on. You're gonna see a black screen for a minute. And nope, that didn't change it. Oh, strange. Strange. I don't know. I don't want to reboot. Oh, I do. I opened another tab that had my stream in it. Good call. Nice catch. Refresh block. There we go. Oh man, dude. What the fuck? Where is this coming from? Oh, the damn time, yep. No shit. Oh, we got it. Okay. We got it. That's like the other half of the hobby is the streaming part. There's so much involved. That's actually kind of fun though too. I like setting up all the overlays, stream deck functions. It's all pretty fun. Yeah, for the win. Absolutely. I should have been. Okay, sidetrack. Get off these for just a minute. I'm gonna do some shadow work. So I use kind of this purple Payne's gray with purple in it. It's like probably one of my favorite backgrounds. I have to say. Got some stuff now that I've glued the head on. Any little shadows. Again, we're separation of objects. That's already pretty shadows right there. And that includes like black lining stuff, or whatever the equivalent of black lining is. In my case, it's like blue purple lining. But need sir, your color organization makes me jelly. Are you kidding? You're like the most organized palette person I know. He's got precise little dots and exact little mixing pools. This is like a nightmare. It's just, it all started out with simple little blobs and then becomes like patches of colored mess. So I want to start taking pictures of the palettes for a project. So I'll use the same palette, just add paint to it as I go. Paint and water till I'm done. Even though these particular sheets from red grass, I can wash these off like, oh, is the hair in fact a pin for flutter, or is the hair in fact a pin for flutterby? Ah, yes. We do have flutterby. I got to print him up this week too. Get him on there. Hey Mark, how's it going? Good to see ya. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, those butterflies are pretty cool. So I'm just trying to subtly darken around where the hair is actually raised above his cloak. You know, and a lot of these kind of steps are really optional, and they're really subtle. But when your brain sees it, I think it really makes a difference. Good to be here, doing well. I'm doing well, my friend. Painting shit. Focusing on these dudes today. Today is getting jars worked out. And it's Monday, so early Monday here. Your Monday's well underway. Mondays are way better when you don't have an actual job. I'll tell you that. Anybody agree? Ow! That was my head hitting me down. Only does that when I'm wearing my magnifier. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, so I opened up we've been in the process of putting the site together, website together, getting products up on there, and eBay. Oh, well, I did trim a 9-foot hedge this morning. Good. Yeah, I just watered my garden plants, but no trimming anything. I did all that yesterday. Yeah, I did a bunch of gardening, got stuff from a bunch of our starts in the garden. My weed whacker died though, and I'm getting buried. I can't. I don't know how to fix it. And I try, it's not working. It's supposed to be out. Okay, so back here, that curve's okay. Get the reflections on these jars. Yeah, we actually, the house we moved into when we bought this place, it had these big hedges in front of the house. So we promptly cut those down and ground the stumps down. But I still have a few big plants that I do have to trim up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm busy printing up a model for Layden right now too, so that's in process. That's printing well. Yeah, so these also need to separate these tiny little objects. Good thing they make tiny brushes. Otherwise, how the hell would we do this? How would you paint this stuff? Teeny brush. Pretty soon the palette, there will be no room to mix anything. Will I clean the palette then? No. Well, so what we do need to do, we need to highlight. Forget some of this. Kind of this cavaliering, painting with cavalier. Let's see. Edge, I can't see the edge of this. I don't want it that bright. Who do we got? Who do we got? Oh, chill vibes, hobby rants, tiny crisis. I still want to see if I can get zombie sashimi to hook me up to zombie bot. Annoying, but cool. Too messy down here. Put my paint. Sorry, it's an awkward angle. Seems like these would actually be more connected. Light-wise, these look isolated, like being lit totally separate from these. Huh. Okay, so maybe we tie it together a little bit. I mean, that's why it takes so long. It's just a lot. These changes are very, very subtle changes. But it's just trying to see how my eye is seeing it. Tie this to that. Straight up white. Let's bring those highlights up. Just imagining reflections. Okay, that's bottom reflection. I don't know what's happening in this movie, but going from light, like an ice blue almost at the highest point, down to like a dark. Oh, oh. Music's taking off. Painted this jar 3 times before it's done. Like, as I fucked with it, I should have left it alone. But no. No, no. Bottom reflection where we started this madness. shape of the globe first, and then building it in. But I'm going to bring this out a little more this way, because from the front perspective you should be able to see this bottom reflection. I'm being pretty tenacious with it right now. Not tenacious, that's not the word. Tentative. I want to build it up slowly because it'll be easier to build it up than break it down. Certain point, it has to stop because otherwise it starts looking chalky if you keep putting on super thin glazes. Further, so I'm gonna make sure it's visible. Yes, it is. And we can blend. It's a ridiculous amount of effort for a glass beaker. Isn't it? Oh no, the guy in the thumbnail previewed the stream straight up looked like there was a live birth happening. Straight up crowning on a live way they had your head and this dude's head being captured. Oh, it's a boy. That's funny. I'll have to look at that. What are you seeing? Oh, weird. Straight up crowning, yo. No birds happening over here. Sorry to say. See, now I got myself all distracted. Forgot what I was painting. See what you did, gamer. How's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you are here. Okay, the way I painted this highlight makes it look like the jar is bent. That's kind of weird. Oh well. Okay. Alright. If we do a little mini NML. Oh, how about that? Maybe this is the wrong brush, perhaps. Let's find out. Some small painting rivets. All is good. Happy to pass through. Wicked Wizard, you got going on there? Yeah, thank you, sir. He's coming along. He's got a lot of going on. I haven't touched his hand yet, but the hand's going to be glowing from underneath because he's got a book. He's also got a staff and a pipe and things. But these are the important bits. So his hand will actually be glowing underneath. We imagine the page is the light source. That'll be fun. All right, today was a potion day, or flask day. That's it. And no, I'm not painting tiny bubbles. And I just can't. Maybe I can. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. Confidence yet. Doesn't mean I can't create it. Music's like Cowboy 30. Oh shit, son, what do we got? Oh, that's a crab raid. I knew it, Marquis. Nice move. Finally got the long raid I wanted. Like the whole video. How you doing, Marquis? Good to see you. For stopping in. We're just, you know, doing the same thing we always do. Paint tiny things. Painting flasks. Busy today, gonna lurk. Good. Cool. Lurk away, my friend. Of our lurks. Should make a t-shirt. Lurk lovers unite. Let's see, so I really want to make sure that this is going to stand out. Rivet, so I want to get dark right around it. Filtering it down, because when I add the gold to it, it'll really make it. In theory, let's see. It's all in theory. It's all theory until the paint hits the plastic or resin in this case. The shadows in here and then bring in the other leather. Good. Oops. Lurky lurk. Don't care. That's good. Purple everything. Paint it all purple. That's what I say. Okay, I'm gonna bring in some of the normal leather back in. Remember to breathe. Okay. Man, time flies when you're in it, right? It's already 11 o'clock. Jesus. Felt like I just took a break like 5 minutes ago. That's awesome. That's one of the reasons I love doing this. Like playing music. Just time disappears. Bye-bye time. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Cool. Alright, get this up. Let's do a little mixy mix first. We'll do a little bit of both. They've got milk. They got shakes. That's not very helpful, is it? Hunkering down on my desk here. This. We'll just dot the tops with our gold bulb. Oops. Not rockets, man. Might as well be some days. Booyah! Hustle! Hit these again, back and forth. I want the key for this, seeing for these little rivets, is they need to have a shadow right around them, stand out. Otherwise, they're blending into the leather. We don't want that. See how there's like a dark outline on the leather around the rivet, so it makes it look like it's actually set in there. I mean, it's another way for us to provide separation of elements. Hello! Hey, frog! Woohoo! Good to see ya. Good, thanks, yeah. He's coming along. We need to get all the big chunks done on the main piece here before I get the staff and his hat and the book in his other hand. So I need to get all this stuff kind of taken care of so I don't have to worry about it. I think tomorrow we will probably start on his hand. I mean, we started on it, but I gotta continue with it. Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping in. Don't mind me. I'm just doing this. How are you? What are you doing? How's your Monday look like? I have to run a 5-minute ad break here in a minute. After we tap these guys again. Just shake it up. It's like I know what I see in my head. I'm just trying to materialize it, you know, that's the thing. I just think that's what experience and techniques will allow you to do, is help get the way you see it in your brain out through your hand. Again, just like music, if I can hear something, then I develop the technique to be able to play it the way I hear it. I don't want to go super bright yet. And yes, Oranges, I was talking with Mrs. Beagle on break, and we're talking about confidence in painting. You know, that whole taking it personally thing. Oh, this paint job sucks. It means I'm a bad person, or there's something wrong with me when I'm broken. I had to work through that myself and realize that I finally came to the conclusion that I'm only competing against myself. I'm only competing against the last model that I did. And once I did that and actually kind of just kept ingraining it, it changed a lot. It changed a lot of stuff. I don't have to worry about painting it like Vince, worry about painting it like me, and I've worn all this. That's okay. And that this is better than the last one. This is what I've learned, etc., etc. You know what I mean? The paint job is not us. I am not this paint job. I am somebody that's doing it. And I feel good about doing the best I can. And I can move forward with my day. Of course, I'll make mistakes. You know, it's just my lack of not drinking too much coffee before I try and paint tiny little shit. What is wrong with me? Let's drink 2 cups of really strong coffee and then go paint tiny shit. Sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, I still have to. So Frog, yeah, he's got a. I'm not worried about his hand right now. Paint that anyway, but this part goes on here. And he's got a staff that glues in there. I don't have that going on yet. Staff will be painted totally separately because I'm going to do an oil wash for this. I like doing it. Oil washes are great for wood kind of things like this, I think, because they have so many little crevices and stuff that gets in there. But yeah, he'll be rocking soon. We're getting them together one piece at a time. Everybody has the patience to hang out and watch me paint really, really slow forever on the same thing. Bless you. Oh, yeah. Okay, 3 minutes and then we'll take a little ad break. What can I screw up in 3 minutes? How about this? It's just down to little bits now on this stuff. It's all just kind of refining this big chunk before I move on to the other bits. You can't really see what's going on here with this between. So the problem is differentiating between the cork, the top of the glass, and the leather strap. Like right now, as I'm looking at that, it's kind of muddled. I can't really tell what's going on right up in here. So that's what I'm solving for right now. One thing I can do is I can darken up the edge under the glass. Maybe not that much. Too much paint. Get off there. Anyway, yeah, so if I can increase the shadow on that a touch and the cap, that'll let us actually see the lip more. I don't have to highlight it anymore. We just shade the stuff around it so then it comes out. The cork would not be that reflective. Right, so just by darkening this up, now I can actually see the lip a bit better. Now I can see what's going on down there. We're in Greenland. Yeah. And kind of work it down from a super white, desaturated green to white. And we'll never actually get to white. It's just to imply that there's light coming from underneath here. Just gonna map it out really thin. And the area I want it in. Alright, so now once I've got that, we're going to put it, the center of it's right there, so I can kind of work out from the center. And I'm barely tapping this to get the paint off. And from this point of view, I want to be able to see hints at the bottom of that reflection on that glass. Because this is the straight on, so you can just see the, I don't know, just see the white under here. Could probably bring that out a little more. So I'm doing the same thing over here. And again, I'll probably bring the highlights up even more under there, but for right now, it's a good place. Okay, once I get it down here, then I can shape the reflection. I can just see this part from that point of view. So we know this is kind of what I want to be the focal point of it, I think. We'll see. This is in the front perspective, is right there. It looks like crap until it doesn't. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? See, already got distracted and lost and forgot. Supposed to be running a 5-minute. Yeah, break here in a minute. going to take a 5-minute pause for the cause. And there'll be a couple ads that, man, we need to. There'll be a couple ads running. I am not going to paint. Honestly, I'm going to put this down. Now, I won't paint. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Take your meds. Pet your pets. Love your loves. We'll see you in a minute. Maybe. Woo-hoo. paint spills, resin spills, solvents, mediums. Fortunately, it's a basement floor, so I did paint it after I built this old room. I wash it, it's gonna rub the paint off because I didn't seal it. I should do a light like towel wash off. Then we get at least one layer of crap off. Anyway, never mind me. I'm just talking out loud. Where are we at? Oh yes, we are. Painting flasks. I get to paint. Doom. Okay. Yes, we were working on ribbons. Ribbit. There's a lot going on over here, actually. What I gotta do is leather strap that's holding it on. Okay. Yeah, that's gotta get cleaned up. That's okay. It's in the ugly stage, so we're good with that. That's to be expected. Ugly duck. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. We've got about 40 more minutes. I super appreciate it. You were all so awesome. And if you're not followed yet, please consider doing so. It's free, helps us grow the channel, create more content. It's the sky's the limit. So we love having you here. And subscribes remove ads, so that's always an awesome thing. Plus you get cool emotes. Ooh. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to hit the top of the steak. There you go. Okay, another dose of that. Is that actually darker? That's not really darker. Actually, that's about. While that's drying, it's like my brain's moving on to the next step. So I figure that dries, and then we can do this. Yeah, it's not really darker. A little bit darker. There we go. They work pretty thin when it's this small. Oops, I guess some paint on it would be okay. Darker. Darker. Just trying to get the curvature of the leather. I don't want to lose while I've been highlighting and doing all this other stuff. You still have to maintain the depth of field on the objects themselves. Okay. Do another pass of our yellow. Oh my gosh, it's so small. Just doing the top half. Drawing, so poke around. Some of this other stuff. Yeah, see, for example, I had no idea that those brads were going to be gold. So, like, in the moment, based on the way everything's looking as a whole, ew, that's ugly, kind of dictates what I'm going to paint next. That's kind of how I work. Dots. Actually, I just saw that yellow. Oh, it's almost lunchtime. That's my stomach. Ooh, bubbles in there. Now I might have to try it. I can almost see them. They've almost formulated in my head, Mark, if you're still here. One more pass. Let's do some green white down here again. Let's get some white going on. White, green, just a hint of green. Septic green to be precise. There we go. Still lightening this up, so this will take some work. Let me get this area to be the brightest. Okay. Again, let that dry. Go back over here. There's our rivets we're going to add. And our pale yellow, bright pale yellow. I think just pale yellow. Or not that bright. Got pale yellow, but ironically, it's the only one that dries on the palette. None of the other ones do that. And Pro Curl is typically a little more liquidy than others, so I don't typically add water to it. Wrong brush. Here's a bitty brush. Doodah doodah. Bitty brush. Where are we? Oh yeah. Okay, so where is the light? Actually, talk too much, paint dries on the ends of these heating brushes. Well, I use a 1 or 2 for just about everything. So I rarely dig out my zeros or less. But sometimes for this kind of thing, it can be handy. Undersides of these. Okay. See that? Trying to create more contrast, even in get some extra paint on here. Hmm. That makes it awesome. Good digger. Yeah, that's just too bright. That's so I'm gonna filter in a little bit of this brown color. Highlight back out. There we go. Filter that gold down just a little bit. It's not like you just got this off the factory floor. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's better. I like that better. It's a little more subdued. Not quite in your face, but then I can pop it. And it'll stand out without being like, oh my god, I'm so reflective. Those words make any sense? I'm just putting combinations of words together that have no bearing. Where I do need Kini brush. It's good, Kini brush. Wonder Twins, unite. Okay. Good, this one's a little messy. That needs some more shadow. Yep, so that's just tweaking it. Refining, tweaking all the main stuff in there. So then it's just working on transitions. Really subtle stuff, but all the main bits are all here now. So now it's just refining it. Ah. Do 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 do. Tweak, 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 tweak. Let's see. Oh, they're looking pretty good. Ooh, hungry. I think it's lunchtime. That jar is not glowing, therefore his cloak should not be glowing. We don't want that. Alright. Okay, one more touch up down here on these whites. I think we'll call it. Been a good sesh. Got a lot done. Didn't seem like it, but it's all starting to take shape. Together really nice, I think. Got one more flash to do. Clean this one up. It's just a mess. I still got 5 minutes. Without. Highlight on there. Tweak, 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 tweak. Okay, on that note, I think I need to pay attention to my stomach. Hey, it's coming along. I did one more little sesh with these guys. Probably half of tomorrow night. I'll be streaming again Tuesday night. Mrs. Beagle will be joining us. I will not paint him. I don't think. Yeah, so I figure half the session Tuesday will be finishing the fine-tuning, finishing these guys, and then moving on to the hand. We'll continue on. Finding that his fingers fall one up. Hold on. I have to look at him for half a day. Click. If I don't stare at these fingers like this, we're gonna end up repainting them anyway. Right now. That's for hang on here. We've got a bunch of work to do on my hands here soon. Okay. Alright, on that note, let's go find somebody to raid. Thank you for hanging out. Follow if you're not following. Helps us out. We appreciate it. It's free. We're gonna go raid a friend. See what's up. Thank you for choosing to spend time out of your life with me. Super appreciate it. Peace and love to you all. Let's find someone to hang out with here. Who's home? Let's see. Who can we? Wow, everybody's offline. Ooh, we could go scare somebody new. Let's do Aspen of Ocean. She's pretty interesting. That should be fun. All right, give her a follow when we get there. Looks like she's working on an ad right now, but little warrior dude. Looks like 32 millimeter. Anyway, awesome. Let's do this. Thank you all again, guys. I'll see you on the other side. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock EST. Oh, and we will carry on. Let's see if I can get Aspen of Ocean. Very cool. Okay. I should automate this, but boom. Alright, gang. See you on the flip side.